loud walk-in music. You got like crowds like clapping and cheering. I mean, this isn't just golf. It's golf, but louder.
Come on now, dawg.
All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Firebirdie Golf. So today we're talking about TGL, Tomorrow Golf League. Just launched, and talk about wow, it kicked off with a huge bang. Like Tiger said, it's not traditional golf, but it is golf, right? Oh, side note, I actually watched TGL, the debut, while golfing at an indoor golf simulator facility. I thought that was very fitting, and yeah, just kind of the irony, but it kind of makes sense. So quick shout out to Golf Factory, and love you guys, love golfing there. Let's talk about the first match, all right? So Bay Golf Club versus, I think, New York Golf Club. And let's just say Bay Golf Club didn't just show up. They showed out, right? I think they ended up winning like 9-2. And there were some really entertaining shots. I thought, for me, I really enjoyed the short game. And I think just the debut in itself, I think I read that about 1 million people ended up tuning in. Definitely social media exploded. For me, I was left wondering, like, what's this futuristic high like energy golf format really gonna be like? What is it gonna be like? After watching the debut, I've already got a few thoughts on TGL, and maybe you too, but there are some things that came to my mind that need some fixing, or something to think about, for them to think about, for the longevity of this program, I would say. But before I dive into that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. All right, so the first thing that I realized was, like, this program needs to be on YouTube or like Netflix or some kind of streaming platform. Like, we've seen other experimental formats before, like the match, the showdown, even like Live Golf. Like, those are fine, but none of them really perfected the product, and you really ask yourself why. Honestly, I think it's because they lack that one crucial thing: fan connection, like for fans to actually really care about it. And it doesn't help that primetime TV and heavy commercialization really hurts like the engagement and really kills the flow. At least for me, I just didn't like it. Like the constant ad breaks and then the intermission, and yeah, I get it's necessary for revenue and they gotta make money, they gotta pay the players, pay the workers and all of that, but I mean, for a normal fan, it's really hard to stay invested. And I feel like also the broadcast style isn't helping either. It's like that same old commentary, you know. It's always that's the one thing that drives it. And you know, sometimes there's also those like guest appearances, and I feel like for the most part, I just feel like fans just don't want all that hype commentary. They just want that connection with players, which kind of leads me to my next point. So next thing that I kind of want to talk about is like the building that emotional connection. So for TGL to really succeed, I really think they need to really focus on, I think, the emotional storytelling, like the brand in itself. Like, sure, I think Tiger as a front man definitely helps. Like, everyone loves Tiger, right? But I don't think it's enough. Like, we need to hear more about the players and their journeys, like how they got here, what they've sacrificed, and what winning means to them. I mean, that's the hook. I would say, like, the human element, like, you know, the relatability, right? But I feel like right now it just feels a little bit surface level. Like, you got those guys wearing the earpieces too, which I think that's cool, but still, I feel like it's not enough. You can kind of hear some strategy here and there, but it's still, I feel like it's not enough, and it just, like I said, it feels surface level. And that's why I kind of want to mention, like, YouTube Golf. I think TGL should take note, because I feel like YouTube Golf has really gained traction. Like, it's relatable. Like, when you get insight into like a player's personality or an influencer, like directly from them, like fans connect better and more with them. And so, like I said, I think TGL should take notes. They should, tap into this by, like, I don't know, creating behind the scenes content, personal interviews, real time stories. Give like fans something to care about beyond the lights, the loud music, and even like scores. All right, so the third thing. So it's the players, the personality of the players. Like, let's be honest, some of these players need to bring a bit more personality. I'd say like TGL has all this like hype leading up to it, like the lights, the music, the intro. But on the course, the energy kind of feels flat. Like, I want the trash talk. I want rivalry. I want like bantering. There needs to be more tension. This is an entertainment after all, right? Imagine if like the loser of each hole had to take like a shot or something, right? Like a shot of like whiskey or something. I don't know. I know they're not going to do that, but you get the idea. You get where I'm going with it. I don't know, just to add a little more fun to it. The fourth one. So we're talking about the city teams. So I feel like the city-based teams they're cool. They're a cool idea. But like right now, it feels really random. Like players were assigned to teams without like real thought behind it. And if TGL wants to build lasting value, I really think they need to like lean into the culture of each city. And fans, like even for myself, like we love rooting for our city, but only if they feel represented, right? And I feel like it's not enough, with where it's at right now. It's not enough to just have that flashy logo and a quick blurb about the city on their website. They need to create that authentic connection, like highlight what makes each city unique, like building certain rivalries between cities, like having that blue collar feel for a city, like the character of a city really show up in the player or team. And so I don't know, that's how you go from like from a cool match to a community of people that care about it, Here are other things that kind of came to my mind as well, too, is I feel like 2 hours is kind of long, probably because there's like commercials and all that. I think they need to make this 9 holes, all right? The other thing, too, is I think they need to show more data and stats, especially for like gearheads like me. I'm actually surprised they didn't do that, especially when they're trying to promote full swing launch monitors. So I'm surprised. That would be the great opportunity to be able to see their technology at full capacity or whatnot. So at the end of the day, so TGL, I think it has a massive potential to really redefine golf for, let's say, new generation of fans. But honestly, like flashy lights, high-tech setups, and hype intros, loud music can, really only go so far. For me, I honestly think without having like compelling stories, that emotional connection, being authentic, if you don't have that, it really risks being just another cool idea that fizzles out. So honestly, TGL, if they can really nail that storytelling of the brand, like bring that drama, the passion and narratives into each match, honestly, they can genuinely take golf to a whole new level. And hey, a little nostalgia wouldn't hurt either. Like imagine if we got to see Tiger dominate one more time. We're all watching this because, we want to see Tiger play too. And if Tiger were to, dominate, that would be awesome. People would love it, right? So, but anyways, for now, we'll have to see and wait. But yeah, hey, that's just my take for everything from the first episode. But what do you think? Is TGL the future of golf or just another experiment? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'd love to hear what you think. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. And keep chasing those birdies.